fair bit of CS. He's 13 for 2, 11 for 0. So KheZu arguably playing this lane very nicely against the Axe.
He's gotten a lot more in the first few waves than I think probably should. But once the pulls start coming out and he's getting his creep wave denied, that's when the Axe is going to start getting further and further ahead. Fortunately, I don't think KheZu needs to win his lane. He just needs to make sure that his chronos are on point, and you can follow it up with things like Sunstrike and Echo Stomps and whatnot to get kills.
Oh, still hunting for that first blood, both teams. Yapstor stomping down onto one. Another Thunderstrike out. Yapstor falling low. The double man gust, but already they've lost one. First blood here to the side of EHOME, trying to finish off old Lanham, but he's too tanky on this Ogre. They just don't quite have the damage at the moment of Escape Gaming. So EHOME getting themselves the kill, and they lose nothing in return on this bottom lane.
Man, we're talking about space, but EHOME, they want to push the pace. They're gonna have Ghost back up here. The timing is perfect. Like Old Chicken's ultimate just came back up, and they're just going straight for the safe lane.
If they can get Error, that would be a very, very tilting kill for Escape Gaming. They lose that Drought. He's already had a tough start. If they can take him down as they come with the wraparound, Aaron Sin, they're on their own. There's 3, 4 of them coming in on the side of EHOME. Old Chicken just popping the Ghost. The Static Storm's down. They're not messing. They'll take down one. KheZu comes across with the 3-man Chronosphere. They'll be able to take down one. At the same time, Cinnerin's still being left behind. EHOME, they're chasing him down. Dug down by Old 11. They'll take a second. EHOME will still win the engagement 2 for 1, regardless of KheZu's presence. As other than a Chronosphere, obviously at this stage of the game, not a lot more that the Void can offer. And then the rest of Escape Gaming. Blink Dagger on himself. Do have the gem now on Elder Titan as well. So looking to take up some control of the map. He absolutely wants to be careful. And in fact, they want to jump in, KheZu. Looking to move in, but the silence and quick response here. KheZu still trying to bash away at 11, and Fenrir taking out, but the song comes out. Escape Gaming can't quite finish it, but they still got an Earth Splitter. Yapstor wasn't caught out by the song. It'll clip onto Old 11. EHOME trying to get themselves out of it. The Diffusal Blade charge dropped down onto Fenrir. They'll find the Disruptor kill, but Old Chicken coming in hard onto KheZu. He's got the Grave from Sinner and will be able to get himself out. Old 11 maybe contemplating going back in here. Sinner is going to drive for the TP, but the Yules, the Cool, everything's there to stop the little purple bugger getting home, and Sinner on the Dazzle falls. But it's a 1-for-1 trade there in EHOME's jungle.
Synderen no longer can buy items in game besides wards.
Yeah, they did that a few years ago.
Yeah. No, but this is a really good timing for EHOME to try to make something happen. But obviously, 5-man smoke gang fails, gives Escape a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah,
and whatnot, farm a few more waves.
Absolutely, that's got to be only good news there for Escape Gaming. Mid lane, 11 still has his eyes on the kill. If he wants to go for it, he will. Jumps in, gets the call up onto Synderen on the backlines. They'll drop a Static Storm as well. It's a high priority kill. They want that Dazzle dead, and they'll get it. KheZu comes in with a Chrono. Sunstrike out to 11. Do they have the damage to disperse this Axe with the punches? But he uses himself up, dodging the Earth Splitter. Continues to move out, gets the Blink away. They've lost 2 Escape Gaming. Now the song comes in. KheZu enjoys the last song he'll hear in a long time as EHOME surround him. Beat down, he gets a time walk out. Get that man an OS from.
Yeah,
but it's not good enough.
Okay though, that time walk just can't get him far enough away. It's not really that great unless you're able to like time walk up a cliff or into fog or something like that. That's when you can. Not only do you have the disengage, but if Fenrir is in a good position, you can also counter initiate and just straight up kill. Because at this point, I don't even think there's a single BKB.
Where he came out, he's going to be jumped on. Will there be any kind of save in time? No, the dunk down's there. Old 11 takes down the Drow range, the glimpse back, sending one of them out. KheZu, he's out of the fight. Ripped back really across the map. There's going to be no Chronosphere for this defense because of that glimpse. And they'll move in. They see the opening. EHOME coming in hard with the Ghost. Here we have on the KheZu cam. A little bit of cross-country as he walks his way back to base. Leo, let's see how much they can get done to the racks. KheZu put on his jogging boots. He has managed to close the gap, and in he comes with the blink. Chrono onto 2, the buyback from Aaron, making sure that the aura's there. Old Chicken getting burst down, the Earth Splitter, ripping through 3. They're taking down the Death Prophet. Old 11 uses himself up, but he's still gonna die. The Spirit from Yapstor finishes him off. This Elder Titan playing out of his mind there to follow KheZu's Chrono. And they'll take down 2 of the big boys on EHOME, and they'll hold the base for the time being at Escape Gaming, keeping those racks alive.
Where was the song, Owen? Ice was standing outside of base. I thought he
maybe he had a frog in his throat.
He was in position, but he just threw it out so late. I'm not sure if he didn't have mana, because he was. So we can see his positioning. So the Chronosphere comes out, and then Ice is actually above the sphere on the top left, and he had very low mana. So maybe he did have enough. The song comes in, and by that point the Earth Splitter had already been used. So obviously EHOME had lost this fight. as soon as that Earth Splitter lands. That's pretty much the wombo combo that we were talking about that lets Escape Gaming back into this. So unfortunate that he didn't get the timing that he was looking for, but he does test Song up again.
Absolutely, Octarine course, pretty good item, sets up onto 4 of them. Here we go, Static Storm, Kinetic Field, catching out Kezu and Cinnamon. They'll try and get the multicast out to Koifer as the Ogre chases him down. Kezu time walks out, will manage to jump up to the high ground at the last possible moment, but Koifer playing with luck here as old Landon trying to land down the combo. Outside side, stopped up by the Stomp. Kezu coming in with the bashes, but again, old Landon on this Ogre just running around the battlefield, dropping down the jackpots. They'll take down 2, Escape Gaming again in return. Their push will be stopped by EHOME, and EHOME, they'll be ready to push back as the ghosts from Old Chicken come back online. Error, always being caught out by Ice. Drow versus Naga, 1v1 me, son. Well, it's not going to work, especially when an axe turns up. Old 11, making the battle unfair, but does the dirty. Takes down Error. And when there may have just been a little glimmer of hope for Escape Gaming to capitalize on EHOME's mistakes, again, it gets harder for them. Push comes in, 60 seconds without the Drow Ranger, of course. He did use the buyback on that last fight, Error. Chronosphere, it's going to be there in 20 seconds.
No, they have it. He's going to revive
he can buy
in 20
back,
seconds, yeah. But I don't know if he buys back for 1 set of Rex.
And it looks like he might be back in time. See what EHOME can do. There's the ghost. Old Chicken, ready to move in, ready to try and take this middle lane Rex. They do have fortification available though, Escape Gaming. Gonna do their best to hold them back. 30 seconds without the Drow. Old Lanham on the front at the moment. Kezu has that chrono. Let's see where he jumps in. But Old Chicken got the BKB off in time. And that's going to be the Koifer. He's going to be limited in what he can do, especially when there's an axe calling him. Old Chicken keeps himself alive. The dog coming through on top of Koifer. Buys back immediately on the Invoker. Needs to get himself back in, but sending Absol. They're being silenced. No lot they can offer. Tornado for Koifer. Going to catch on to Old Chicken on the Death Prophet. Turn towards Ice, but he's running around with these illusions out. The Radiant Spurt is causing so many issues for Escape Gaming. They just can't get close enough to jump back in onto EHOME. And Synderen dies. Oh, the illusions have killed him. Synderen back to base. Ice, having fun there with the Dane.
Oh, and am I crazy, or didn't Era have a point booster at some stage?
Era certainly did have a point booster, and he had about 1100 gold towards the rest of the Aghanims. It looks like he has sold it and gone back for the BKB Era, so he's pushed himself down even more. He did have a point booster.
Okay, I'm not getting senile then in my old age. That's good to know. Good to know. Era? He's also struggling with the illusions at this point.
Nice. He's just soloing the top racks at the moment. The rest of EHOME putting the pressure on. Kezu jumps in, gets the chrono off onto the Earth, but the will come flying through as well. There's the combo for Koifer. Old Lanham got up into the air with the Yules as well as Old Chicken keeping themselves alive here. Old Chicken, can he survive this? He can't, but he's got the Aegis. Buyback from Yapso trying to get himself back into the fight. There's a buyback available from Kezu, but of course no chrono. Realizes that everything's going to be needed for this last fight. Good EHOME, they're coming in hard. Yapso's going to get dug. That is a triple kill for Old 11 on the axe. Blinks himself out as well in style as EHOME absolutely powering down now onto Escape Gaming. It looks like this could be the end of the road for Cinder the boys in game 1. Koifer, is he going to get done Karun? He's not. Old Chicken, he wants a bit of a taste of the triple kill action, and indeed Escape Gaming tap out. EHOME turning up now on a day where at the beginning against Execration, you may have said, looking at it, EHOME, what's happened? This is a team that we expect to blaze through the wild cards. Here we have it in this game. I wouldn't say the cleanest performance because there were still trip-ups. Escape Gaming was still able to punish some over-aggressive maneuvers from EHOME, but overall, as the game went on to the end, Ice, he was laughing all the way through that. Doesn't die at all, 3-0-13 on his Naga.